Question 3. Julie buys 19 identical calculators. The total cost is £143.64. Work out the total cost of 31 of these calculators. We don't know how much 31 of these calculators costs, but we do know that 19 identical calculators, so they're all the same type of calculator, so they'll all have the same price. We do know that 19 of those calculators cost £143.64. We need to find out how many 31 of those calculators cost. To do this, we divide 143.64 by 19 because that will tell us how much one calculator costs, and then we would just multiply that by 31 to find out how much 31 calculators costs. This works because if you had the price of one calculator and multiplied it by 19, you would get £143.64. So we're going to do the inverse of that. We're going to divide this number by 140. We're going to divide 143.64 by 19 to work backwards to give us the price of one calculator, and then once we know how much one calculator costs, then we'll multiply that by 31 to find out how much 31 of those calculators costs. Okay, so 143.64 is the cost of 19. So we put 143.64 into our calculator, divided by 19 to get the cost of one calculator. So the cost of one calculator is £7.56, and now we don't want the price of one calculator as our final answer. We want to know how many 31 calculators cost. One calculator costs £7.56, so we multiply 7.56 by 31 and we get the price of 31 calculators, and that is £234.36, and that's our final answer. So £234.36, and I'll check if I've done that correctly. Let's see. This is question 3. 143.64 divided by 19 equals 7.56. Yeah, that's what we did. And then we did 7.56, that's cost of one calculator, times 31 equals 234.56. Yeah, so we did that correctly. So now we'll see how many marks we get. Okay, so this question is worth 3 marks. So if you got £234.36 as your final answer, give yourself 3 marks. Give yourself 1 mark if you wrote down 143.64 divided by 19, or if you wrote down 7.56 somewhere, or if you wrote down 143.64 times 31, or 4,452.84. These two are incorrect, but you would get a mark for it. So this is why you should always show you're working even if you make a mistake. And you can get 1 mark for some other things as well, some similar things. And you would get full marks for 234.56, and they would actually accept 234.36p. Yeah, there's an alternative method here as well. You would get 1 mark for 31 over 19, or 1.63 seen somewhere. You would get 1 mark depending on that for 1.63 times 143.64. So that's an alternative method, and you would get full marks for the correct answer. The text solution of this video is available on videogcse.com.